I bet you didn't know that leg cramps, those sharp, stabbing pains that strike your calves out of nowhere, can be one of the earliest signs your body is starting to break down. Especially if you're over 60, these cramps aren't just annoying. They can signal that your circulation is weakening, your muscles are failing to recover, and your electrolyte balance is slipping out of control. Every year, millions of seniors experience these painful spasms, often brushing them off as just part of aging. But here's where it gets scary. Untreated leg cramps can lead to muscle deterioration, balance issues, and falls that send over 300,000 elderly people to the hospital annually. And yet, new research reveals something surprising. You can dramatically reduce leg cramps and even prevent them altogether using simple natural methods that most people have never even heard of. In fact, some seniors who follow these strategies are not only cramp-free, they've regained strength, confidence, and independence well into their 80s and 90s. They move with ease, sleep without pain, and avoid the fear of falling entirely. So what's their secret? It all starts with 3 science-backed morning drinks. One of them works in under 90 seconds, and you probably already have it in your kitchen right now. So if you want to walk longer, stand stronger, and reduce leg pain naturally, without medications or expensive supplements, stick with me. Because in the next few minutes, we're diving into real solutions that actually work. No made-up stories, no fluff. Just proven, senior-friendly strategies to help your legs support you every step of the way. Let's begin. So why do these painful leg cramps happen, especially as we get older? Let's break it down clearly. Leg cramps are usually caused by one of 3 key issues, and in seniors, it's often a combination of all 3. 1. Mineral deficiencies. Your muscles need minerals like magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium to contract and relax smoothly. But after age 60, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing these nutrients, even if you're eating a healthy diet. And many medications, especially for blood pressure or cholesterol, can actually flush these minerals out of your body. 2. Poor circulation. As we age, the blood vessels that supply your legs can narrow or stiffen. This reduces the oxygen and nutrient flow to your muscles, especially at night when you're lying down. Poor circulation makes your muscles panic and contract suddenly, resulting in a cramp. 3. Dehydration and fluid imbalance. Even mild dehydration thickens your blood and reduces circulation. And when you lose fluids through sweat, urination, or even breathing during sleep, you also lose electrolytes. Most seniors wake up in a dehydrated state, which makes cramps more likely right in the morning. Now here's where it gets serious. When you ignore these cramps or just try to stretch them away, you're not solving the root cause. You're letting your muscles stay vulnerable, and over time, they can begin to weaken. That leads to slower walking, difficulty standing up, and a higher risk of falls. In fact, studies show that leg strength is one of the top predictors of independence in older adults. When your legs go, it's not just about pain, it's about losing your freedom. But here's the good news. Once you understand the real reasons behind leg cramps, you can start using simple, natural solutions that restore balance, circulation, and strength. That's where our morning drinks come in. And the first one, it's refreshing, hydrating, and loaded with muscle-loving minerals. Before we get into it, let me quickly explain why morning drinks are so powerful and why timing is everything. Because what you drink within the first 30 minutes of waking can either trigger a cramp or help you prevent it for the rest of the day. Now, why are morning drinks so important for preventing leg cramps? The answer lies in your body's natural rhythm and how it behaves the moment you wake up. When you sleep, you go for 6 to 8 hours without food or water. During this time, your body continues to lose fluids through breathing, sweating, and urination. That's why when you wake up, you're already in a mild state of dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. And here's the key. Dehydration doesn't just mean low water. It means your body is low on water in minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. These minerals, called electrolytes, are essential for your muscles to work properly. If they're off balance, your muscles may contract suddenly, painfully, and without warning. Now combine that with the fact that circulation is weakest in the morning, especially in the legs, and you've got the perfect storm for a cramp to strike. That's why what you drink in the first 30 minutes of your day matters more than most people think. Most seniors wake up and go straight for coffee or tea. But here's the problem. Caffeine is a diuretic. It makes your body lose even more fluids and more minerals. So you've just woken up dehydrated, and the first thing you put into your body makes it worse. That's why the first drink of the day should be something that does three things. 1. Rehydrates you. 2. Replenishes lost electrolytes. 3. Supports muscle and nerve function. And that's exactly what the drinks we're about to share can do. These drinks aren't just random health trends. They're carefully chosen based on what older bodies need most, at the time of day when it matters most. They don't require any pills, powders, or expensive supplements. They're natural, easy to prepare, and safe for nearly everyone. And the first one we'll talk about? It's light, refreshing, and it's nature's version of a sports drink, without the sugar, artificial flavors, or chemicals. Let's talk about coconut water. If you've ever had coconut water before, you probably thought of it as just a tropical drink. But what many people don't realize is coconut water is one of the best natural electrolyte sources available. And for seniors who struggle with leg cramps, it could be the gentlest, most effective first step to relief. Let's break down why. Coconut water is loaded with potassium. And that's key because potassium is one of the main minerals your muscles need to contract and relax smoothly. When you don't have enough, your muscles can lock up, spasm, or cramp. Now get this. Just 1 cup of coconut water contains about 600 milligrams of potassium. That's more than you get from a banana. But that's not all. Coconut water also provides magnesium, which helps muscles relax and calms the nervous system. Natural sodium, important for fluid balance and nerve signaling. Small amounts of calcium, which supports bone and muscle function. This unique combination makes it nature's perfect muscle drink, especially in the morning when your electrolyte levels are low and your circulation is sluggish. And here's the exciting part. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Aging and Nutrition found that older adults who drank coconut water daily had fewer nighttime leg cramps, better hydration, and improved walking speed, compared to those who drank plain water. Why? Because plain water rehydrates, yes, but it doesn't restore electrolytes the way coconut water can. Now, a quick word of caution. Not all coconut water is created equal. Some brands on the shelf are packed with added sugars, preservatives, and flavorings. These can actually cancel out the benefits and spike your blood sugar, which is something you want to avoid, especially as a senior. So here's what to look for. 100% pure coconut water. No added sugars or fruit concentrates. No artificial flavors or colors. Ideally from young green coconuts, which have the highest nutrient content. You can find this in most grocery stores, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Even the boxed versions work well. Just check the label. Now here's a tip to boost its power even more. Add a small pinch of pink Himalayan salt to your glass. Why? Because that adds natural sodium and trace minerals, especially helpful if you're on a low-sodium diet or taking diuretics. This combo makes coconut water even more effective at hydrating and relaxing your muscles. So how should you drink it? Drink about 1 glass, roughly 200 to 250 milliliters, of coconut water first thing in the morning, before coffee or food. It works even better if you've just done some gentle stretching or light walking. Now, what if you don't like the taste? You can add a squeeze of lemon or a few slices of cucumber for flavor, or you can chill it overnight for a more refreshing start to your day. This one drink alone could reduce your cramping significantly, but if you want something that works even faster and can stop a cramp in less than 90 seconds, you'll want to hear about the second drink. It's not what most people expect. It's sour, it's strong, and you probably only use it for burgers or sandwiches, but for leg cramps, it's a secret weapon. Let's talk about pickle juice. Before we jump into the second drink, pickle juice, it's important to quickly talk about what many seniors are doing wrong in the morning without even realizing it. Because even if you're eating healthy or staying active, a few simple habits can actually trigger leg cramps or make them worse throughout the day. Let's go through the biggest ones. Mistake number 1, reaching for coffee first. Look, coffee isn't the enemy, but drinking it as your first fluid of the day can cause more harm than good especially for your muscles. Why? Because coffee is a diuretic. That means it increases urination, which leads to further dehydration. And remember, overnight, your body already loses water and electrolytes through sweat and breathing. Adding coffee on top of that without rehydrating first, you're setting yourself up for mineral imbalance and morning cramps. Solution: drink an electrolyte-rich fluid before coffee. Coconut water, as we discussed, is perfect for this. Mistake number 2, skipping hydration altogether. Some seniors don't drink anything at all until breakfast, or even later. That's dangerous. Your body can't function properly without water and minerals, and your leg muscles are often the first to complain. Mistake number 3, eating a high-sugar breakfast. Pastries, sweet cereal, white bread with jam. These spike your insulin, which causes your body to flush out magnesium and potassium. That's a direct hit to your muscle health. Mistake number 4, taking medications without balancing fluids. Many common prescriptions, like blood pressure pills or statins, can affect electrolyte levels or circulation. Taking them without hydrating can amplify cramps and muscle fatigue. So what should you do instead? Start with a natural hydrating drink. Add a light, balanced breakfast with protein and minerals. And take your medications after you've had some fluids and a bit of food, unless your doctor advises otherwise. These simple shifts can make a massive difference. But now let's get into something that's strange, but incredibly effective. It's a drink that seems almost too simple to be true. It's salty, it's sour, and it works faster than any supplement or medication for stopping cramps. You've seen it in your fridge 100 times, but today you'll see it in a whole new light. Let's talk about pickle juice and why it might become your go-to cramp solution. You might be thinking, pickle juice? Really? Yes, really. Pickle juice is one of the most unexpected but scientifically proven remedies for leg cramps. And here's the wild part. It doesn't just help with hydration or minerals. It can actually stop a muscle cramp while it's happening in under 90 seconds. Let's dig into why this works. Back in 2010, researchers from Brigham Young University published a surprising study. They tested how fast pickle juice could relieve muscle cramps. The result? Cramp relief in just 85 seconds. And no, it wasn't because of the sodium or hydration. The study showed that the vinegar in pickle juice triggers a reflex in your mouth and throat that tells your nervous system to shut off the cramp. It's like flipping a switch in your body that tells the muscle to relax instantly. Pretty amazing, right? Now here's what makes this important for seniors. As we age, our nerves become more sensitive. Sometimes they misfire and send signals that trigger cramps, even when nothing is wrong with the muscle itself. Pickle juice helps reset that nerve signal fast. And there's more to it. In addition to vinegar, pickle juice contains natural sodium, acetic acid, and small amounts of potassium. These support proper nerve communication and electrolyte balance, both key for preventing cramps before they start. Now let's talk about how to use it safely and effectively. How much to take? You don't need a full glass. 1 to 2 tablespoons, 15 to 30 milliliters is usually enough. You can take it first thing in the morning, after a walk or physical activity, or at the very first sign of a cramp. Just sip it slowly or take it like a quick shot. What kind should you use? This is important. You want natural pickle juice, not the bright green kind filled with artificial dyes and preservatives. Look for organic or homemade varieties. Labels that say naturally fermented. No artificial colors or high fructose corn syrup. Ingredients like cucumber, water, vinegar, salt, and natural spices. You can even make your own at home using cucumber brine, vinegar, and a bit of sea salt. It lasts for weeks in the fridge. Worried about the taste? Some people find it too salty or sour. Try this tip. Mix the pickle juice with a small amount of water, or combine it with a little unsweetened apple juice to soften the flavor without losing the benefits. Some seniors even freeze it into small ice cubes and suck on them during hot days when cramps are more likely. Is it safe for everyone? For most seniors, yes. But if you're on a low-sodium diet due to kidney or heart issues, check with your doctor before adding it regularly. That said, the amount used, just a tablespoon or two, is generally safe and unlikely to spike your sodium levels. So let's recap the power of this drink. Works faster than any pill, relieves active cramps in seconds, helps prevent future cramps by calming the nerves, easy to store and use, requires no prep time. Now, pickle juice is a fast fix, but what if you want to build long-term strength in your legs? What if you want something warm, healing, and powerful enough to nourish your muscles, joints, and bones? That's where our third and final drink comes in. It's been used for centuries. It's rich, comforting, and full of nutrients that actually rebuild the body, especially for seniors. Let's talk about the amazing benefits of bone broth. Let's pause for a moment, because this is bigger than just cramps. What starts as a little pain in your calves or feet can quietly grow into something that changes your entire life. Weak legs don't just make it harder to walk. They can steal your independence, step by step. Maybe you've noticed it already. Getting out of a chair feels harder. Climbing stairs takes more effort. You hold onto walls or furniture just in case. You're not alone. This happens to millions of older adults. In fact, research shows that leg strength is one of the top predictors of future falls, fractures, and nursing home admissions. Think about that for a second. It's not your blood pressure or your cholesterol that determines your independence. It's your legs. When your legs lose strength, so does your freedom. Freedom to visit your children or grandchildren. Freedom to go to the market on your own. Freedom to worship, socialize, and enjoy your community. It happens gradually, quietly, until one day you're sitting more than you're walking. But here's the good news, you can reverse it. The same way muscles weaken over time, they can also rebuild with the right nourishment, the right movement, and the right habits. That's why this next drink is so powerful, because it doesn't just treat cramps or hydrate you, it helps your legs repair, rebuild, and protect themselves from further damage. It's warm, easy to digest, and packed with natural building blocks for your muscles, bones, and joints. And it's one of the oldest, most trusted remedies in the world, especially for older adults. It's called bone broth, and it might just be the drink your legs have been waiting for. Imagine starting your morning with a warm cup of something that not only comforts you, but also rebuilds your legs from the inside out. That's what bone broth can do, especially for older adults. Let's begin with what bone broth really is. It's not just soup. Bone broth is made by simmering animal bones, usually chicken or beef, along with connective tissues, herbs, and vegetables for 8 to 24 hours. This slow process draws out powerful nutrients that support muscles, joints, and bones, the exact parts of your body that cramp, ache, and weaken with age. Let's look at what's inside a good bone broth and how each ingredient benefits your legs. 1. Collagen and gelatin. As we age, our body produces less collagen, which is the protein that makes up skin, bones, and joints. Collagen keeps your tendons flexible, your joints cushioned, and your muscles supported. When collagen breaks down, so do your knees, hips, and ankles. That's why so many seniors feel stiff or unstable. Bone broth gives you a rich supply of collagen and gelatin, which help rebuild joint cartilage, protect bones from weakening, improve flexibility and shock absorption. These are critical for preventing not only cramps, but falls and fractures. 2. Natural electrolytes. Bone broth contains magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, potassium. These minerals help muscle contraction and nerve signals, keeping your legs relaxed and responsive. They also replenish what's lost overnight, especially if you take diuretics or blood pressure meds. 3. Amino acids, glycine, glutamine, proline. These amino acids reduce inflammation and help repair damaged tissue in muscles and joints. Glycine in particular has calming effects on the nervous system and improves sleep, another factor that helps reduce cramping. 4th, anti-inflammatory compounds. If your cramps are linked to arthritis or joint inflammation, bone broth helps soothe that. When made properly, it contains natural compounds like glucosamine and chondroitin, which are often sold as expensive supplements, but they come free in homemade broth. What does the research say? A 2018 study in Nutrients Journal found that collagen supplementation in older adults improved joint pain, walking ability, muscle strength, and bone broth is one of the most effective and affordable ways to get collagen into your diet. Another study from Japan showed that seniors who consumed collagen-rich broth daily had improved mobility and lower leg fatigue in just 8 weeks. How to use bone broth in the morning. Start your day with a warm cup of bone broth, about 1 cup, 240 milliliters. You can drink it plain or flavor it with herbs like parsley, turmeric, or ginger. Add a pinch of black pepper to help absorb the nutrients more effectively, especially if you're adding turmeric, which fights inflammation. Drink it first thing in the morning or after a walk or light leg exercise, and it's gentle on your stomach and can even replace breakfast for those with low appetite. If you can't make it at home, look for organic bone broth. No added MSG or preservatives. Grass-fed or pasture-raised sources. You can find quality bone broth in cartons, frozen, or powdered form. Just check the ingredients. Bonus tip: supercharge your broth. Want to make it even more powerful? Try adding a dash of turmeric, anti-inflammatory. 1 teaspoon apple cider vinegar helps extract minerals. Seaweed, rich in trace minerals for seniors. These ingredients take the healing power to the next level. What if you're vegetarian or don't like the taste? You can still get similar benefits by making mineral-rich vegetable broths with carrots, celery, mushrooms, seaweed, onions, garlic, Himalayan salt. Add miso paste or nutritional yeast for flavor and extra minerals. It won't have collagen, but it still gives your body the hydration, potassium, and warmth it needs to start the day strong. Whether you go for homemade or store-bought, bone broth is more than a drink. It's a daily ritual that can rebuild your legs, calm your nerves, and give your body exactly what it's missing. Now let's take all 3 drinks, coconut water, pickle juice, and bone broth, and show you how to use them in a simple, daily routine that fits your lifestyle. Now that you know the power of these 3 morning drinks, coconut water, pickle juice, and bone broth, the next step is simple. Make them part of your daily routine. And don't worry, it's easier than you might think. Here's how to build a simple morning plan that fits into your lifestyle. Whether you're retired, busy with grandkids, or just want to feel more steady on your feet. Step 1. Start your morning with coconut water. As soon as you wake up, before coffee or breakfast, drink 1 glass, about 250 milliliters, of 100% pure coconut water. For an extra mineral boost, add a small pinch of Himalayan salt. This rehydrates you, replenishes potassium and magnesium, and prepares your muscles for the day ahead. Step 2. Mid-morning or post-walk, pickle juice shot. After your light morning walk or activity, or before you begin any household chores, take 1 to 2 tablespoons of natural pickle juice. This prevents midday cramping and keeps your sodium levels balanced. If you don't like it straight, dilute it with a bit of water or mix it into your salad dressing or a smoothie shot. Step 3. Mid-morning snack or early lunch. Bone broth. Warm up a cup of bone broth and sip it like tea. You can enjoy this around mid-morning or lunchtime, especially if you've been on your feet. Add turmeric, parsley, or black pepper for flavor and anti-inflammatory benefits. Flexible tips. You don't have to do all 3 every single day. You can rotate. Coconut water on hot days or after poor sleep. Pickle juice when you feel cramps coming. Bone broth on recovery or rest days. Batch prep your broth and pickle juice once a week to save time. By following this routine, you're giving your legs the hydration, minerals, and structural support they need to stay strong and cramp-free. Next, let's talk about why this matters so much, and how these small changes can protect your freedom, mobility, and peace of mind as you age. Let's bring it all home, because this video isn't just about drinks. It's about your legs, your freedom, and your future. Here's a hard truth. Once your legs begin to weaken, your world starts to shrink. It begins with small changes. You avoid stairs. You skip long walks. You sit more than you move. But over time, these small things add up. Weak legs don't just slow you down. They make you dependent on others. They take away your confidence, and in many cases, they lead to falls and hospital stays that change everything. One fall can take months, sometimes years, to recover from. And for many seniors, it marks the end of independence. But here's what most people don't realize. It doesn't have to go that way. You can make your legs stronger. You can reduce cramps. You can walk farther, move better, and feel safer in your body. And it starts with simple daily actions, like these drinks. They may seem small, but they target the very things that weaken your legs. Dehydration, mineral loss, poor circulation, inflammation, muscle and joint breakdown. Think about it. If all you did was start your morning with the right fuel, how much could change in a week, a month, a year? You don't need fancy supplements. You don't need expensive treatments. You just need consistency and the right information. So if this video helped you, if even one drink or one tip gave you something useful, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Because I make videos just for you, for seniors who want to stay active, mobile, and in control of their lives. Let's walk this path together. Stronger legs, fewer cramps, and more freedom. You've got this. Let's quickly recap everything we covered today. You now know that leg cramps, especially in older adults, are not just an inconvenience. They're often a sign of something deeper, a lack of essential minerals, poor hydration, weakening circulation, and in some cases, early nerve dysfunction. But with 3 simple drinks taken at the right time, you can start addressing those root causes naturally and safely. Let's review them. Drink number 1, coconut water. Rich in potassium and magnesium. Rehydrates better than plain water. Best taken first thing in the morning with a pinch of Himalayan salt. Drink number 2, pickle juice. Stops cramps in seconds by triggering a nerve reflex. Loaded with natural sodium and vinegar. Take 1 to 2 tablespoons when you feel a cramp coming on or after movement. Drink number 3, bone broth. Provides collagen, gelatin, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Rebuilds joints, muscles, and bones. Drink warm in the mid-morning or after activity for the best results. You now have a daily plan that supports your legs, boosts your mobility, and helps reduce cramping from the inside out. But before we go, I want to leave you with a few bonus tips to take your results even further. Bonus tip number 1, add magnesium-rich foods to breakfast. Include things like bananas, spinach, pumpkin seeds, whole oats. These help top off your body's magnesium levels, which are often low in people over 60. Bonus tip number 2, stretch your calves after hydrating. A gentle 2-minute stretch in the morning, after drinking coconut water or bone broth, can dramatically reduce the chance of leg cramps during the day. It also improves blood flow and signals to your muscles that it's time to move. Bonus tip number 3, watch your medications. If you're on diuretics or blood pressure meds, talk to your doctor about how they might affect your electrolytes. You might need a bit more sodium or potassium in your routine to stay balanced. Even if you only start with 1 of these drinks, you're already giving your legs a fresh start. Don't underestimate the power of small, consistent steps. 1 cup, 1 choice, can lead to stronger legs, more energy, and a life with fewer interruptions from pain or weakness. If you found this video helpful, please like it so YouTube can share it with others who need it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. This is your space for real, research-backed health tips made especially for seniors, because your legs matter. Your freedom matters, and your best years can still be strong ones.